The language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Bhaiyo aur behno, welcome to the show. Myself, Brauchu. And the first question I've read on the AMA linky on the right is, who is Amit Sinha? Amit, please don't feel disrespect. This is the kind of people who are on the show. They reflect me and they're horrible as I am. Related to Amit, the great Doshi, and Sparsh, the greatest of all time producer. All said with tongue firmly in cheek. So, so we had one guy whose surname is, who produced the show. Sinha is his surname, and Amit, as you met Amit,
Yes.
who looks a lot like a very famous politician, but I won't name.
Yeah, it's just that all the three Amits in question have a beard and then not so much hair on the head.
Well put, sir. Well, in cricketing terms,
that's
that
what
that
you
was
should-
a goes under.
before you question,
yeah.
you should be a little
Careful.
worried about
who?
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of people involved here.
Exactly.
You've got
Lots of
influence
people.
coming with your name. Yeah.
Lots of people,
But can I-
similar characteristics. I'm ready for a biopic whenever they want to make it.
Wow. Are you following the conversation?
Yes, absolutely.
It's being a
Yes,
little dangerous
absolutely.
here.
But you know what? He looks cute. It doesn't.
You can't flirt with
matter
my
if you're-
guest.
Why
I
not?
have one guest
Of
a month.
course
No
I
flirting with my
can.
guest.
Yes, I
Okay.
can.
My guest
This
is a heart
equally
patient.
my show as
Be very
well,
careful.
Cyrus,
Oh, sorry.
okay?
You're right.
I mean-
Flirt with your guest.
One Aditi left my life 3 years ago.
What do you think?
Ah.
There was another thing?
Yes, that was.
How sad. Forget the cricket special. Let's discuss romance. So
Let's
hua
go,
kya,
let's
beta?
go into cricket.
Well, why was there a no ball?
let's move
Okay,
the
we'll-
discussion towards cricket.
We'll come back when you come back when we get closer to you in a sense. We'll be able to
Absolutely.
ask these questions. But let's quickly set up who Amit is. Amit is our consultant for this show that we do, Century of Cricket, and
Yeah.
he's all things cricket. He's a
Yeah.
cricket pundit. He's a cricket
Yeah.
expert. So in 30 seconds or less, can you just tell us about your cricketing credentials, sir? You played for Jharkhand under 19 when you were 23. That I've got. After that,
No, just because I'm a Sinha
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
mean that I come
I
from
took a shot, bro.
there.
Come on.
I'm from Bengal.
there you
Okay.
go. There you
Not,
go.
I'm a Bengali
Oh,
from
you're a
Delhi.
Bengali Sinha?
I'm a Bengali from Delhi.
Are you
now
a
living
Bihari
in
from
Mumbai.
Bengal or are you a Bengali from
No,
Bengal?
no. I'm a Bengali from Bengal.
Arey Toto, tera bhai aa gaya. Bhaag the bhaag. Come on. What's going on? No wonder you were plumping for Boria Majumdar on the conversation. We had a Zoom call yesterday to just meet and talk about the other stuff. And we were discussing things. He's a big Boria fan.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who Boria is?
No.
Okay. Not so important, but he's
Okay.
very big in the cricketing journalist
Right.
world.
Right.
And anyway, it's complicated.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that yet.
Cool.
So your credentials. So did you play cricket?
No, I didn't play cricket.
As
so
all
I
Indian
didn't have any
pundits are?
skills to play cricket.
Okay.
And that is why
Yeah.
I decided to read the game.
I remember
As
you-
any Bengali would, you would expect him to, right?
No. I have a friend, Vikram Sate, who's quite famous in the cricket world because he used to do a lot of shows, etc. And I don't know if he's still doing his cricket shows, but he does a lot of shows. We discussed once how the Punekar Brahmin and the Bengali,
Hmm.
the hardcore Bengali, affluent Bengali, if they discuss cricket, no one can compare. Because they discuss threadbare every small detail without ever lifting a bat or ball in their life. But their knowledge, is second to none. So they will discuss atmospheric pressure, why the ball is swinging right to left, if you bowl from the nursery end as against the pavilion end, why the ball is gripping more, why is reverse shiny. You can get into the 30th over in this area because of conditions.
Right.
Permutations, combinations, blah, blah, blah. And this is true. These two tribes, I would include the Parsis to some extent also, but the Parsis played sport. We all played sports.
Yes,
There's a little
yes.
different.
Parsis have a huge legacy when it comes
Legacy,
to
there you
cricket.
go.
Yes.
But this is amazing.
Mm.
I want to make that. If Vikram is listening, I want to make this skit. We have to do this fully.
yeah.
The two of them, old 80-year-old men on a bench, discussing the failure of India in the second test, going on. Saying, Bhadi doing? Bhad Rohit Sharma thinking? Bhadi bring Washington Sundar at number 5 and keep a youngster back. How bad is my accent? Oh, how bad is my accent?
Terrible.
Yeah, fucking Bengalis. No respect for us, man. Yeah, no, one of my favorite communities, no doubt. I love loud people. But you're not that loud, actually. Or
Not
maybe you
yet,
don't know you
Not
yet.
yet.
Yeah. Are you really? Are you?
No.
stereotype?
No, that's not my.
Because we got the two Bengalis who are soft-spoken and gentlemen.
Oh, is it?
Toto, you can't hear him.
Yeah, I didn't hear him in the last
You
15
didn't notice
minutes
him.
either.
There
Yes.
you go. Yeah. We have to rectify that. Change the Bengalis. Change the middle order, so to speak. Right. So, journalist, writer.
Yes,
but
a
you're
writer.
writing
yes.
for. Yeah.
Yes, I've written for Penguin on MS Dhoni, a book on MS Dhoni with Mr.
Okay.
Joy Bhattacharya. That's one thing.
Penguin
that
is
I've
the
done.
publisher. Huh?
Yeah,
Don't
I
be
know.
confused if
No,
anybody
I
doesn't
read a lot.
follow
So I
cricket.
know
MS Dhoni.
Penguin.
Somebody named the Penguin. Pet Penguin. No. It's not that. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, I've had several stints with cricket, with Netherlands cricket, with Sunrisers.
Wait, sorry. What do you do with Netherlands cricket?
I was handling their social media.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Not a pretty decent
That's
team,
such a
no? At
tough
least in the
job.
white ball
Lovely set
format.
of people,
Fabulous fielding
fabulous people,
Yeah.
and extremely driven, extremely professional.
Plus, out there, weed is free. Not free, but it's open. As a Bengali,
That's
what's your
not
feeling?
a discussion that I had with them.
अभी क्या हो गया मैच?
Definitely.
चलो क्रिकेट के बारे में बात करते हैं मैच. What's going on? What is this? Huh.
No, but that's one stint that I particularly enjoyed.
You know what I remembered? Sorry, Aditi, please jump in any point. Otherwise, we'll keep on talking. I went to Amsterdam, and the one thing I remember is everybody was on cycles.
Mm.
It's a cycle city.
Yeah.
What's your experience like? Everybody, like the rich
Everybody,
people
yeah,
going
that's
to
what
work
I've heard and I've seen.
Suits.
Yeah.
on cycles. It's
Wow.
yeah,
That's crazy.
hugely into the whole cycle thing.
Yeah.
And all the brothel area where the women of, whatever you want to call them,
Red light.
red light,
Yeah.
this little
There's
classier
a
than our red
district,
light.
right?
Sorry?
There's a district, red light district. They have.
Yeah,
Like, that's
but
what I've.
Let me explain to you
heard.
the thing.
Yeah.
Me and Kunal went there to look, not to, because I'm cheap and,
Yeah.
he's asexual. But only people outside were brown-skinned people.
Oh.
I'm not making a race comment, but there were no Caucasians or Africans. There was just people from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. That's the three countries who represent the entire. We are the clients for this industry. I remember thinking, my God, bro.
Have I chosen the wrong episode to be here, or is it just every episode like this?
Sinaji, I apologize. But you have to understand, this is a very infantile show. Sometimes 2 or 3 minutes of the show is really intellectual. And the 57 minutes is rubbish.
Okay.
Actually, no.
Rubbish.
Less than rubbish.
Rubbish, yes.
Is that Yorkshire? Are we going
Jeffrey
boycott?
boycott, yes.
We're going boycott. Okay. You like boycott?
No.
Okay. At any point you're feeling left out, just say what you want. This is what I
Yeah.
do when I was on MTV for so
I
many
feel
years.
like
had no
I
idea
don't
it
have
was-
the KPI this week, so I can be absolutely unhinged. He's the now like I'm absolutely giving the
He's
KPI
regretting coming here.
to-
Aditi, you have to save him.
trophy to him that I'm unhinged. I don't have any pressure this week to perform at all. So if I don't speak, that's great.
No, it's a slightly veering towards cricket. We don't have to. We'll see what questions you have.
Yeah.
But can we start with a little cricket discussion because we've got him here?
Go for it.
Is it okay?
It's your show. Yes.
Did you follow the second test?
No, I didn't. But
Okay.
we lost, right?
No, I'm talking about Pakistan, England in
No,
Rawalpindi.
I didn't. I was talking about New Zealand.
Chauvinist Indian bastard. That's what I call myself. I'm just kidding. So just very quickly, a little bit of criticism. No, it's 2 in a row, losing 2 in a row,
Yeah.
home wickets, turning wickets. Maybe not
Right.
turning as much as Pindi, but it turned from
Right.
the beginning. Both the games, and 156 and 46 especially,
Yeah.
2 scores. I won't get into the other 2 scores because for whatever reason, that comes second. But you're not able to put runs on the board for the first time. And I expected that we may lose to England if they got their spinning, spinners right in tandem, etc. Or, wicket favor them, bowled first, some swing. Australia, maybe if Nathan Lyon's at his best and they can find a second one. But to lose to New Zealand unheralded, Santner wasn't part of red ball cricket. They just, it was like they were desperate the way they put him in. Ijaz has been off his game. He got 2 wickets at the end of the match, finally, because, the game's over. And there's a wicketkeeper bowling off spin, right arm off spin. With due respect.
No,
Is there something wrong or what? Can you give me an explanation without me being overcritical?
No, let's face it. One thing is that New Zealand got 2 tests to play in Sri Lanka last month. I think that was brilliant
But they got
preparation.
hammered. So
for
you're
them.
saying that
yes, they did get hammered. They got 88 all out, but they still got to play on those turning tracks. Their bowlers
But
did
we've
well
only
there.
got 1 wicket in 4 innings for
Sorry?
some 10,000 runs.
No. They did take enough wickets, and
No, Vettori, not Vettori, Santner.
yeah, Santner. Yeah,
No, I'm just saying,
wrong-
so you'd think his confidence would be down coming in.
Yeah, but when you get a track like this, you definitely get your confidence high as
So
well.
you're just saying that they were played above par. They got a little rehearsal in Sri Lanka on flatter wickets which turn here and there. And you're not saying from our side we can't put any blame.
No, there is no putting blame at all at any point. But I mean, my big point is that they got the practice that other teams generally do not get when they come to India, right? Tour matches do not happen
That's fair.
anymore.
They've
So
got like 2 first-class games you can say on the
yes,
trot.
and that too against a very good Sri Lankan side with
Yeah.
the likes of Prabhat Jayasuriya and
Yeah.
all. So they got that practice. They came better prepared for this challenge than they have come in the past. And that showed in the way they played. Plus, again, the first test began on a note where we made that huge mistake of deciding to bat. And after that, things just went downhill. It would have been entirely different
If he
of course,
batted second.
if we had not, if we had not chosen to bat first there.
But I'll let that
Yes.
test go because, we scored 400 plus in the second innings and we ran them. I mean, little bit of fear in the New Zealand camp having been so ahead in the game.
Yep.
The second test, it looked like they were India and we were New Zealand.
Yeah,
That
that's
was the
true.
problem.
That's true.
And I just, okay, I don't want to call the elephants in the last thing, Aditi, before we run time. 36, 36, 36 and 38 when we play in Perth in November 22nd onwards. Okay. Possibly one of the 36-year-olds won't play because we play only one spinner.
Yeah.
We're playing 4 people. Is that a little now luxury?
Yeah, that's going to be. I mean, if
I'm
there
not
is,
taking names. You hear?
yeah, of course, I also can't take
We're
names
not taking any
because
names.
Twitter will be flooded
Yeah,
with
no names.
no, I
Just
can't
asking.
do that. No, but again, I mean, it's the message is very much out there on the wall that if you do not perform in Australia on this tour, especially after a performance like this, I think that would be the last that we see at least of 2 out of those 3 people. So yeah, that's yeah.
And the run out, Sarfraz, run out also. I know when things go wrong, they always go wrong, etc. I mean, going to the left-handed fielder on the field at point, all that okay worked out for New Zealand. Like Karma's on their side, I accept that bit. But what is
have
the
they
need for
done
frantic
for
singles?
Karma to be on their side? I do
No.
not
But
know.
why frantic singles? It's not a T20 game. We don't need a frantic single.
Yeah, but that's what in those absolute like moments of the game, the split second reaction into things, you just don't have the time to think of it.
I miss
Honestly, I mean,
Gavaskar.
I would definitely not put the blame there. It just second nature for most players to just tap and run, and that's what he did. Possibly did not realize that it was going to one of the better fielders, and Santner did what he did. But yeah, should have taken into account that Pant did not have the best knee. He was out, not keeping in the first test because of his problems with the knee. So yeah, I think that was a bit of a fault.
I think
But not
they're
split
getting
second
angry with us
decisions.
because Aditi is getting left out.
Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll go on a
ऐसा
date.
नहीं होगा, don't worry
No, we'll
about
go on a
that.
date, 2 of us, and we'll discuss cricket
Yes.
because obviously then other
There's a
people
lot
are
of cricket to
redundant.
be discussed in the
Prithvi's
coming
fallen
days, yes.
asleep. He's not a great fan of cricket. Abhi sir only likes sex and masturbation in conversations. He's like, "Where's my story?" Abhi sir, if you can come into the frame and show your broken hand, hence my masturbation reference. Look at that. Did you see what he did? They can't see
Yeah.
what he did. But my Indian men, I tell you,
I saw.
this is why we lost the test. Too much masturbating, not too much actual practice. Aditi, over to you.
No, I don't have
What a cue!
Not on that subject. May I rephrase?
What do you mean?
No. Not on that subject. Just technically, now you can start the show since we had Amit, we
Somebody,
had to talk
okay, yeah,
cricket.
let's go with the
People are
AMA
attacking us
first.
for,
Yeah.
go
What
ahead.
are your thoughts on Kunal contesting against Raj Thackeray at JJ for the CR elections?
Yeah. So I know this story from when we were first friends, etc. Because we met, Raj Thackeray was still very much with his uncle at that point,
Mhm.
back in the 90s. And we met them at an art gallery or something. And he said, "Hey, Jadia, kasa kai," and gave him a big hug and all that. And Kunal was beaming because Kunal likes any powerful people calling him by name for some reason. He needs that validation. But I think it was a bit of a setup from what I remember. That you put the patsy guy against the big guy because the big guy is going to win anyway. There's no contest sort of thing. It's a bit like in the old days when we played Zimbabwe, or even now actually. It's not like their team is doing that well.
Yeah.
Take out Sikandar Raza.
In the
No
old
need for
days, it was
cricket
still
references. We'll go back to here.
Okay.
Yeah, but he had a very good time, and Raj called him back for lunch, etc. My only question is, how do these politicians make money? And we couldn't answer that. I'm like, what is their job description? Like, they have Pajeros and all these cars. So
Yeah.
what do they? How does this? Nobody
How
wants
does
to
it
answer that
come
question
out?
when you
Yeah.
ask them.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
NCP leader, for example, fancy cars, but puts in 5 lakhs as the whatever assets that he has, no names. So when you want to give up cricket, you want to look at politics, please
Absolutely.
discuss and figure out the accountability and transparency of fluid accounts that they seem to have. Because how do they earn to justify what they have, which we see as public?
Very
And this is across the board, not Maharashtra alone. I'm talking about north, south, east, west.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Aditi, your comments?
No comments.
Why?
Where's the money coming from is the question though.
Okay, I'll stop. No politics, no cricket. Pick a subject. Go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know. So there was another comment that said, Aditi ko auto tune pe dal do. How would that really affect me and my voice if I were to be put on an auto tune?
No, I think they're just trying to act because we're talking too much and leaving you out of it. So it's more like a
Yeah.
metaphor.
Yeah.
You don't have to react to that. When
No?
people abuse you
How
or
do you-
jeer you, you don't have to react all
But
the time.
how does that really is an insult if you really think of it?
It's not an
Auto-tune
insult.
would
It's
make my voice
a
even
vegetarian
better.
insult. It's not an
It's
insult
not an
really. It's just
insult.
it's an
It's not
off
It
the
would
cuff
make it
comment.
even more better,
What?
auto-tune. Yeah, no?
Amit, you handle her.
No?
I have a wife. I have a mother. I have a daughter. I can't handle 4 women. Three is capacity over. The tank is full. I
No,
can't handle.
but I think auto tune would do wonders to the voice, but it's just that they want you also to start speaking. That's what the comments are for.
You got a lot of support here.
Yeah, you've
This
got-
whole show is like
Is it? Oh my
this show is
god.
like a banyan. It's
Yeah.
carrying you.
Have you seen
like-
the last week's episode and the comments?
One second, can I say one thing? And
Brutal.
no disrespect
No,
to the
no, no,
IVM
no,
and
no. One
brand.
thing. Let's
Aditi,
move.
please, one thing, so you never ask this question again. We are sports lovers. As long as there's live sport, we're never going to watch this crap.
So why do you have to bring sports into everything? This is
Because there's so much. I mean,
AMA.
the India-New Zealand women's game was
So
on
you
yesterday.
can go and be chuddy buddies at the corner. Let's do the AMAs.
Liverpool were playing yesterday. There's no way. There's just too much sport. I can't help it.
Oh, there was something very interesting that happened yesterday in sports.
Arsenal?
Okay. No. This is SAFF Women's Championship,
Yeah.
India versus Nepal match.
Yeah.
India scores a goal, and they are still celebrating. The referee blows the whistle. The Indian
live.
goalkeeper is this
Ball is live.
yes. The Indian goalkeeper is still celebrating. Nepal scores a goal, and then the referee disallows that goal. The match went on for 3 hours. It ended in penalties. So it was.
This is a tough call.
And this
huh?
is
It's like a
Nepal.
dead ball concept here. So,
Correct.
but if he's blown the whistle, it's not a dead ball.
Exactly. So it is Nepal. Like the crowds are absolutely
India has bullied Nepal once again, and I'm against this.
No, but they didn't. Eventually, Nepal won the match on penalties.
Damn it!
So just imagine the
Lost to
reaction in
Nepal.
the crowd. It was crazy. It was
Aditi, give me
crazy.
2 minutes. This is just not going right here. This is horrible.
Yeah.
First, India can't beat New Zealand at cricket on our wickets. Yeah.
So the match began at 6:15. It ended at 9:50.
See what a beautiful story this is.
Yeah.
That's my heart.
That's a Sanjay Leela Bhansali
This is
movie
something
right
right
there.
Bansali story with the color because
Oh.
Nepal is lovely, picturesque
Yeah,
landscape and all that. Have
absolutely.
you been?
No.
I've been. Have you been?
No.
Lovely place. Nice people. Let's get someone from Nepal on the show. Enough of you Bengalis. Let's go more east and north.
The guy who brings people on the show is not here. We should ask him.
He's from Assam. Don't mention that they don't get
Oh,
along.
damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I've just got my friend here. I don't want war. We don't want war here. We just want to talk. That's it. All right.
Okay. Do you
Oh,
think-
yeah. Let's talk about Kamala. Okay, we'll do Kamala next. What is this?
Let's do the AMA. Yeah. Naveen asked, do you think Tejasvi Surya completed Ironman challenge and tagged Modi on social media to
Arey,
get a good appraisal
Please
for the year? He
tell
said that-
Tejasvi, my wife Aisha must have beaten him. She did 8 hours, 29 minutes. Ironman completed yesterday in Goa. 53-year-old woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We're both women now at 53, which is a compliment. So I don't know. I don't know any politician. Again, I don't know any politician who's really that fit, to be honest. I mean, he's a younger guy, but having said that, that's a very serious competition. You got to train in 3. I mean, and it's rigorous training because you're looking at 70, 80 kilometers, etc., etc. It's not a joke.
Yeah, and
So-
puts a question mark on what you're doing for your constituency.
Good point. Because it takes hours to train. You're cycling,
Yeah,
you're swimming. This is
absolutely.
mostly done by people who have the money to do
Yeah.
it. It's slightly elite.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to worry about things or they're working from home because
Yeah.
you're literally spending 5 to 6 hours a day training,
Yep.
which no
That's
other sport
correct.
really takes that long.
Mm.
Except cricket, and then we lose. But yeah, so Tejasvi, any comments?
But
Let's
we make
ask.
it 3 days, no? We end things in 3 days now.
But-
Either we win in 3 days, either we
But
lose.
that's
in
Test
3
cricket
days.
in the last 10 years has been like that. It's been
Yeah.
3-day tests most
Yeah.
of the time. I think Mark Taylor wanted to change it to a 4-day test concept and explain with 10 more overs or 50 more overs added to the day, so 100,
Yeah.
105 overs a day. I thought it was a pretty sensible thing to do.
Yeah,
and keep
it's-
it 4 days.
They even flirted with the idea. There was actually a Zimbabwe South Africa match that that was officially just a
But it
4-day
didn't
test.
last.
It didn't last. It didn't last even 3 days. It ended in 2 days, and that's where the plan went out of the window.
There you go. Art can't imitate life. Huh. All right.
Next question. Yeah. Who were some of your batchmates from Xavier's who went on to become public figures? You mentioned Karan Johar.
Karan
Srinivas
Johar
and
only
Nikhil
came.
Advani.
Karan Johar left in 2 days. You can ask him also.
Oh,
He got bullied a little bit from what I remember. He made the mistake of saying when they asked us what do you want to do in the class, the teacher
Yeah.
asked formally,
yeah.
and everybody came up with whatever lawyer, banker, whatever, some rubbish. I didn't even. Most of us don't know we're in arts and Xavier's. So how can you answer this question? To lie. He's the only one who said I want to be a choreographer at that point.
Wow.
And then because
Oh.
he's it
That
was
was
a
a
wrong.
360 from choreography.
It
to,
was slightly more toxic males
yeah.
picked on him, etc., etc. To cut a long story short, I think he got bullied and dragged.
Yeah.
And apparently, I think Nikhil also spoke about it. He puts that bit in all his films of the fat kid being sledged.
Yeah,
If you
that,
want.
even K3G, the entire
Yeah.
character
Yeah.
of Hrithik Roshan, young Hrithik Roshan.
Yeah, is tubby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's somehow very much linked to what Karan Johar faced at his school.
Yeah.
And then he went on to actually make a movie called, I think it was called Gippy.
Oh, yeah, I've
about a
seen
young
that, yeah.
about a young girl, which he said that
Pratap.
this is pretty much my how I experienced. And so he
I don't want to talk
produced
about
it.
young girls. The police will come knocking. I don't think it's right
No,
at
but
my
but
age.
but cool. I mean, he has gotten back at the world by making movies like
Bro,
Student
he
of the
went
Year
from
and
being
bullied
probably
us.
no. Listen to the irony. He went from being one of the scared kids in Green Lawns with Nikhil, who was perhaps bullied by males, especially wondering about his identity, etc., etc., to being alpha male of whatever he is of the industry, where people
the
are
industry.
kowtowing and bowing to him all the time.
Yeah.
But that's life. Life is absurd, man.
True.
Be very careful who you piss on in your school and college or growing up or whatever.
Absolutely.
You have no idea who they
Yeah.
are, who they will become.
Yeah.
Just be very careful. Yeah, that's why I only pick on Kunal. I'm pretty sure it's going nowhere. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, I quickly tell you. So there's Mandira Bedi was in college and school with me.
Oh.
Homi Adajania was in school and college with me. All did well in this entertainment business.
Yeah.
There'll be others, but I can't think. But there'll be others in other fields like startups and all done well. But
Yeah.
they're not so famous, but
Yeah.
they've done well. Let's just call them. I'll just make up names just so that it sounds good. The Arun, Sanjay, Jagdish,
Mahesh, Suresh.
Iqbal, Suresh, and Mahesh,
Oh,
and the Cadbury ad that you're talking to. Yeah, fair. Do you have any famous people from your school?
Mm-mm. Me. Thanks to you.
2 minutes silence and as the comments say, Valbord Saki, Valbord. Yeah.
Okay, with just 10 days to go, who do you think will win, Trump or Kamala?
Didn't dogfight there. Talk about
Yeah,
sports.
yeah.
What's your call?
It has to be Kamala.
No, that's what you want, perhaps. But can you
No,
do it?
of course, no. I want,
mean,
but
you
it
don't-
will happen. Eventually, it will be Kamala.
You think?
I think
I don't think
You think he
so.
peaked too soon? Because about a month back he was hitting the charts. Maybe a little more than
Yeah.
that. 2 months back. he
Yeah,
was
that's
hitting
what
the
that
charts.
entire
The year shot and all that.
The year
Yeah.
You
shot.
want
It
that
happened
to
a
happen,
little.
but it won't.
The timing,
Yes,
see, timing is
the timing
everything.
didn't
This,
work,
this is not just, this is India as well.
Yeah.
That's why
I
Maharashtra
think that's
politics-
just being too optimistic.
What?
That Kamala would come in. Sorry, you were
Optimistic?
Who is
talking
that
about
they?
Maharashtra.
Who is they are being too optimistic? I am not
They-
even part of that demographic.
No, but she's very pro the liberal left that beat
No,
people
no,
up on
but
campuses. If
it's
you
just
say
being
her or
too-
him by mistake.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What is happening?
No, I thought it was-
She's from
Berkeley.
Berkeley,
lovely,
University Berkeley.
lovely.
Yeah. So then wouldn't explain to us why she landed back here, but there's possibly the Republican Party wasn't in power.
So maybe she is a secret agent.
I don't know why they want to
Yeah.
support the Democrats.
No, I want Kamala to win, but then कुछ
Is
भी
it-
हो सकता है because
what is
like,
the reason?
crazy.
What is the reason?
Crazy.
The reason is anti-Trump because you feel he's very fascist and because it's all
Ha,
there's no
ha, he's
specific
done
reasons given
shit.
by anyone.
He's done
It's just general
absolutely-
philosophy.
Is absolute shit.
What has he
human,
done?
But he's a rapist. Oh my god, they are court
I
documented.
think that's a bit
There's so much legally. In
adulterer
court
and
being-
rapist, two different things. I
No,
don't
no.
know.
There are documents in court proving that he's a rapist and they shit. You've done shit. But
I go to
then
my Bengali
also
friend.
people
They are
are
more academic than
racist
we are,
as
so
well.
I throw to him here.
People
Is
are
it
white
fair?
and
I mean, these
racist
accusations,
and Karens would vote
it's more
for.
like Chinese whispers, right? They just get worse and worse depending on the premise you're sitting on.
Yeah, exactly. That's
person.
what it's what people like to believe, and
Not to support him. I have no idea.
Same here.
He
Same
may
here.
be a chauvinist for sure.
Absolutely,
At the
and
very
he
least.
has. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are several terrible things that he has done that have not even seen the light
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
day yet.
Yeah.
You got to
But
be
at the
very
same
careful
time-
because rape is murder. There's
Yeah.
another level of crime.
Yes.
And you're
Yeah.
talking about your average male
mean,
chauvinist prick,
please.
which is 50% of the male race.
Yeah.
The-
Abhisa, stand up, please, and show yourself.
there
So-
are terrible things that are now out there in the media about
Hmm.
Trump, but at the same time, the rapist bit, like
Yeah.
it's still not proven, and I myself haven't seen the.
Maybe Berkeley University में कुछ चलता है वहाँ पे. I don't know. Karan Johar made a film there, and after that everything changed. यार.
But yeah, again, no, that's of course not a reason.
What
to
about Maharashtra
support
politics? Where would you vote? I have no idea where you domicile.
Delhi. I
Okay,
went
so you're-
all the way to Delhi to vote in May. in
I
the
feel you're
heat of May,
I
and
feel-
wasted it.
really, but I feel you're a Kejriwal supporter.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Delhi, everyone all the 7 seats went to BJP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wasted in the sense of loss. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. That's like saying I went to watch the game and at Chinnaswamy and we lost after I paid money. You can't get the money back. Yeah. Maharashtra politics, Amravati, no. So you'll have
yes,
to go
but
back.
I have to go back, and tickets are impossible to get.
Really? Because of Diwali.
So you're not going to vote, Aditi.
Impossible.
That's
She has to go back to Amravati, which is slightly
no,
neither here nor
but
there.
there are no excuses
You're right.
for not voting.
You're right. so much care about Trump and I got to get rid of
Yeah.
that guy. But what about your local MLA or,
He's
member
going
of
to
parliament?
affect he or
I
she.
would
They
have
are going to
I would have
affect your
gone
life.
if I had the tickets
Not-
to go. Like it's
And,
very
and
hard
it's also
to travel.
racist. We are showing so much interest. It's like, how you La Liga fans and EPL fans, and nobody's watching when Mohammedan Sporting and Mohan Bagan are playing. I mean, what about that? Forget them. What about like FC Dempo versus Salgaonkar? Nobody cares anymore. Racist. I'm sorry to say you're Trump.
I'm not
You
a
have become
Trump.
Trump.
Fuck no.
What is bad language? Trump. He talks like that. Kamala never uses the F word.
But she also carries a Glock, so let's just be
That's true.
real.
But have you seen Men in America?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it's
how
like,
is that a
It's like
surprise?
Gurgaon with accents. Come on, for fuck's
Yeah.
sake, man. Walk around here. Yeah.
God.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, let's go with the next
Hmm.
question. Hi, Cyrus. A couple of weeks ago, I noticed you mentioned David Goggins. Was great to hear this. Do you follow the great man?
Yeah, but the problem with this is that when I have this conversation, I'm isolated because I'm surrounded by left liberals like my wife and Kunal, especially when I pick on him because, he has no fitness concept whatsoever. I just feel that urban Indian men are just weak mentally. They're just weak. And so a guy like
Okay.
David Goggins is an inspiration to them,
Yeah.
I would think. To get yourself physically fit. We had
Yeah.
that conversation about weightlifting and you insisted
Yeah.
that it's just ko jaisa, it's for everybody, and I got a little berserk because it's not. You got to have a
Because
violent
that's
streak. You have to have
Totally.
aggression, you have ferocity, intensity.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
come with a plan. You have to
Yeah.
have pre, post, everything. Are you going to do that? No. They come to the gym and
It's
say,
a lot of
Abhi
commitment.
ye AC
Yeah.
come karega. I mean, what the fuck, man?
That's
Are you going to
AC
deadlift
come
400 pounds or are you going to worry about that? Then put on gloves for 5 minutes to do what? To run on the treadmill. I mean, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Urban Indian men, for me, if I was a fascist leader, I would start shooting. I would just, every morning I'd get up and say,
God.
1 ghanta ke liye main, I'll be shooting. So I'll go to a gym. I'll be like, yeah, Rupesh, come here. Say, how many reps? Immediately. Because the mentality, that, they don't have that. And that
No, but
we
then
need
you
to have a
gotta
little
start
bit of,
from somewhere.
we
No,
need to have a little violence in us to live life. We don't have to
Wow.
actually act on
I
it.
don't
But
have
we need
that.
to use it.
Give me some of.
Why is
your
it about you?
violence.
I'm talking about Indian
Yeah.
men.
Yeah, but we were talking about last week's episode. No,
Trump.
and
Trump.
Jim.
Trump.
Oh God, Kamala.
No. So I'm just getting back to David Goggins
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah.
So David, you know who he is?
Yeah.
So he's an inspiration who went from really fat and was rejected by the
Yeah,
by
absolutely.
the Navy or the SEALs or whatever. And then how he brings his life, and he's mad, he's crazy.
Crazy.
He's another
Absolutely,
level,
that's-
the end of
yeah.
the spectrum.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's an inspiration for a lot of urban men they're great at what they do.
Hmm.
He may be great at his work or great at whatever work they do, but they don't bring that single-minded focus into working
Gym,
out,
yeah.
which is what you need.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
for them.
yeah.
It's like a
I
walk
get
in the
that.
garden,
Okay.
and it's just not going to
Yeah.
work. It's a waste of time. Nobody touches the barbell in my gym.
Yeah.
They don't touch the bars. They want to come there and they want to make it easier. The training is not about getting easier. You got to push yourself.
What are barbells?
Okay,
Are those,
fuck off. I
are
can't do
those
this.
the ones?
No, but Aditi, shoot me in the head now, and shoot twice. But what happens is your hands are shaky, no?
Pew,
No, they're not like. What, you can't even.
That's Kamala's clock.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Please, I just want to die. I'll do it quickly. Yeah.
Okay, we have
What is,
6.9.
do you have a take on that?
What?
About my slightly toxic views on Indian urban men in gyms, urban Indian men in gyms.
I think I should have one because I'm an urban Indian man.
Yeah.
Who,
I'm talking about
who
weight
tried
training.
who tried a lot to go
Jeez.
to gyms in Delhi.
Yeah.
The trouble was that when I would go at 7 p.m., they would play the loudest Punjabi music.
Yeah.
No noise cancellation earphones would
It
help
should
you.
make you violent immediately.
And then when I went at 5 a.m., they played the
Bhajans.
same loud
Same.
Punjabi music. So at
God.
no point could I continue gymming. And I've tried so many times. No point in my life have I continued gymming for more than 3 months. Because after a point, I'm like, I can't.
Your story is very painful, and
can't.
you're excused.
The
Because
only
no one can suffer so much Punjabi music night and morning.
just imagine it.
what was the volume?
I've gone at like 5:45, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
and they're still playing loudest Punjabi music.
Because in
Loudest.
Delhi parties and all, they have only concept of volume on full. There is no other
There is
concept.
no-
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
full.
Yep.
Everything from start to finish.
Yeah.
Ladies?
I have no comments because I don't go to the gym. No, how would I comment on urban men going to the gym?
In Delhi with Punjabi music. Get your facts right before you make your comments.
Okay.
And are you going to vote or not? That's the only question this young man wants
I
to
want
know.
to vote.
He went all the way back
I
to
went-
Delhi to
I
cast
want
his
to-
vote for Aam Aadmi Party.
Yeah,
God,
because he has a plane to catch.
Come
has
on.
money in his
I'm not
pocket
Jeff
and, like-
Bezos. I might look like one. I'm not. I'm not
what are you
Jeff
saying?
Bezos.
What am I saying? No.
Amit is a normal
You-
Indian
you-
male
you
who's
get
struggling
a-
with life.
I don't have a plane.
What rubbish? You have money, you can book a plane right now today.
What are these assumptions that
And
are being
Uh,
made about
I
me?
just want
This
to
is
say,
character assassination of a poor man.
if people think narcotics are involved in any
there's
of
no
this
plane
programming,
even
I just
connecting
want to
my
say it's not
city
me.
Right. It's
that I can
just
go by.
not you.
I'm off the hook and the weed, as far as I'm concerned.
No, people are sad
But why
that
are
I
you
don't know
presuming he has
barbell.
money? That's a mean thing to say in a way.
Yeah, exactly. That's
It's
a
not really
character.
complimentary.
That's
I
not a
know it's
mean
just-
thing to say.
No, you're saying
I'm
he's like a
just
spoiled
saying
brat
that
because
my
he's-
city is not connected to a plane, or else I would have gotten a plane ticket and I've
Oh.
gotten and
But
voted
that's
for
what you're
it.
saying. So you're saying
Yeah.
you come from a place which is so
Not
rural
connected.
that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
go back because
Yeah.
the MLA sucks anyway
Yeah.
because she doesn't
That's
do all the
why I
spoiling.
judge.
And exactly why the MLA
it's
will
got-
suck
yeah.
even in the coming years because you don't
Yeah,
go
because
to.
all of them think like her.
Yeah.
So you don't have to. There's no contest. Only the guy just turns up and says, "Abhi kuch nahi banayega, na road, na plane, na train, na kuch nahi.
Bas, jeet gaye.
Jaisa hai, waisa hai. Good night." I like this guy. I'm voting for him. Somebody said, "Good morning, Aditi." Huh? By the way.
Yeah.
Amit from Couch Pundits. Are you from Couch Pundits?
Couch Pundits. What's Couch Pundits?
I don't know. They're having their own conversation. I catch it in the middle. You know.
I mean, that's one of the podcasts that I used to be on. I used to
so
do
he's
quizzes.
accurate.
But yeah, was it Couch Pundit?
So
I
what
can't
was Couch
remember.
Pundits? Cricket?
Yeah, it was. I think Akash Mehta.
Akash.
yeah,
Apro Akash.
I think the same guy.
Cricket, football.
Cricket.
Both.
So I used to do a cricket quiz for them
Okay,
with all the
okay.
comics. Yeah, so that was Couch Pundit.
Akash is a friend of
But-
the family.
Right.
When we had budget, he used to be on the show quite regularly.
Oh, is it?
We're hoping कि एक दिन हम होंगे कामयाब and we'll get him back. Yeah. Sorry, where were you?
Yeah. Let's do the question.
Yeah, we're doing questions.
But there was someone who had posted a very interesting
Rohit
question.
Bhole.
It kept coming up.
I
Yeah.
dated.
Amit, he's giving Canada $6,
Yeah.
nice, $7
Thank you so
Canadian
much,
dollars.
I
Rohit.
have to speak for 7 minutes on this for sure.
No,
I
if
dated
you want
3
to.
married women in the past, and now I'm worried because I'm getting married soon. Lol.
Okay, here's a question, Rohit. Were they married when you dated them, or were they ex-married women?
That's
that's
the
not
question.
clear.
That's something
Yeah.
that Rohit can't answer. No, so we have to assume, and we have to assume the spiciest thing here.
Adultery. You want adultery in this? That
Only in this.
behind their husband's back,
Yes.
3 women found this young bachelor so attractive that one by one they fell for him.
Yeah.
And now he's finally
And he's
decided to marry a fourth one.
He's sending. He's from Canada, right?
He's from Canada.
So 3 white women,
You're
possibly.
making it into a race issue. You really are a Trump
No,
supporter. You straight away went with race. You were right. I should have listened to you, young lady.
No.
Be careful, bro. This stays forever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
with the current internet accessibility to all, do you think you should learn math better with YouTube as a kid? Naveen asks.
Naveen, Amit, I have struggling to understand what the hell he's talking about. Can you help?
Yeah, he just says that should we start making our kids better at math because now we have internet accessibility from such a young age. So should we put in more efforts? And I don't think the internet accessibility part actually changes much. It just
No, but
distracts
tech
people.
has weakened us, right? In a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I don't know
This-
how when you grew up, I grew up, I could do all my maths, tables and grammar and spellings, etc.
Yeah.
etc. And
No, I didn't have any tech, but I still couldn't do math. So it would have made any difference.
It's a Bengali thing. Yeah, don't bring it up. Yeah, come on. You guys with your one gender. What a lovely people. Bengali has only one gender. You know this, no? So unlike most Indian languages, they don't have the two gender thing. Theta.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not there.
that's not that.
It's one for all. So they are so woke that 10th, and it's an older language than freaking Hindi, which is a 200, 300-year-old language. So one of the oldest languages in the world, and woke whenever it started. That's how advanced Bengal is. Fair to say.
Yeah,
Fair to
absolutely.
say.
What Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow.
There you go. And it's
Right.
east, right? You guys are ahead in time as well. Because whenever I'm there, the light falls at like 3:34, right?
Yeah.
Most of the
It's
time.
very it's 5
It's clearly a time zone difference. I would say 40 minutes, half an hour to 40 minutes. at
45
least.
minutes.
45 minutes. You're ahead and yet behind. I mean, bro, what is this? What are you doing?
We still hang on to the rays and the
I'm a
Tagores.
huge Cal fan. I know we make a lot of Bengali jokes, but I like Cal.
Yeah.
I think Cal is the most charming city of India.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever people say.
Nothing changes about them.
Cal, Amravati. Sorry. I'm sure it's very charming. Bro, you've been to Amravati? And what is your call on it? I'm sorry they can't hear you, but I'll repeat it. Small, sleepy town.
That's correct. He
Between-
nailed it. Nailed it.
And top 10 cities of India? Top 20? Top 30? Listen,
Top
he
100
doesn't
mein
give a
aa
crap
gaya.
about Amravati. I
Yeah,
tried.
yeah.
In top 30 mein
That's
nahi aage
sad,
to
but
kahan pe
no,
aayega?
yeah.
You can't do more
Let's
than that.
go to the
Yeah.
next one.
Hmm.
I Love Mutton Biryani gave us 100 rupees. Thank you so much. One city
Just for the record,
lost and-
Aditi, as a vegetarian, you should know this. Biryani has to be mutton.
why?
I think the word bir actually in Arabic means mutton.
Does it?
So it's when you say chicken biryani, you're specifically saying it's not mutton.
Then
I think
mutton biryani is
biryani should be mutton.
yeah,
That's what it means.
it's tautological.
You're a Bengali boy, so you'll be eating properly.
I'm a vegetarian Bengali.
Get the fuck out of here.
I've been told that too many times in my life.
What the hell? What's happening to us here? He's a Bengali who is polite, who can count, who's soft-spoken and vegetarian.
Wow.
What the hell is going on behind my back? The country is imploding, yaar! I want my old people back, man. Give me back my Bengalis, man. It's not fair.
Okay,
Yeah.
one series lost and Twitter. YouTube cricket expert wants Rohit and Virat to retire. Cyrus, how has Indian fans changed from 80s,
Yes.
90s? Isn't one loss okay?
He's
in
right.
12
No one has
years?
changed.
Yeah.
You had the same call for Kapil Dev, and I mean, go back any zamana. Go across the cultures of cricket, not just India, Pakistan, Australia, wherever. Amit will answer this better, I hope, than me. But the thing is that there's an immediate reaction of little irritation where we think we own the team, and immediately say this, like get rid of X, Y. We already discussed this. I'm not thinking about that they have to get rid of them immediately. My worry is that all four will go in the span of 3 or 4 months, and then you really have a vacuum.
That's a transition period that the
That's
team is
gonna
definitely
hit you.
going through. Yeah.
And forget home games. What happens to away games? Because these are your masters. Having said that, you handle this question because it's a very delicate question to ask.
No. I think he has already put us in a certain frame that we are the Twitter,
YouTubers.
YouTube cricket
Yeah.
experts.
We are the pandits.
But at the same time, nobody here is saying that Virat and Rohit need to retire. It's just that they retired on a high in the T20 World Cup after winning it. With the BGT, of course, after this loss, the focus will be on them. And it's not, I mean, they are smart enough to understand that there is another generation that is waiting after this. If the BGT doesn't go well, it's quite possible that at this age they would take that call because they have their other cricket commitments, the IPL and all going across the year. So it's not that cricket finishes if they stop playing tests. So yeah.
What's your take on the Australian way?
Yeah.
The Australian way, you get a call. If you're Bradman, or if you're Border, or if you're Steve Waugh, you get a call saying, or Ricky Ponting, they get their call. So the selectors just make that call. We have this sacred cow thing with India, whether it's MS Dhoni at CSK also. Of course, it's a circus there, so it's a different story. But do you think this call has to be made sometimes by the so-called selection? I mean, will Agarkar do this?
I don't think any Indian selector at this point can take that call. Of course, it has become very different, even with regards to Sachin Tendulkar. In the last 3 years that he played, he didn't have the runs to back his performance. So, but it's very difficult to drop all these greats because of what they have done, right? And no Indian selector would like that blemish on his career.
And they may also turn around the third test in Mumbai and after that, win 3-1 against Australia or whatever, make some runs,
Possible.
get some. So it's not impossible.
So it's not impossible. These are absolutely world class
The call
players.
for
They have
Pujara,
shown,
last question.
they've shown
The call
what
for
they are.
Pujara, who's
Pujara.
making runs every morning.
But that's on Rajkot pitch, playing for Saurashtra.
Look, he's put his hand up in Australia. He's taken the blows. He's back in
Absolutely,
session.
there is no
And
doubt.
today you're
about that.
telling me when we lose 2 tests on the trot, there's no attritional batsman in that team. There's no one who's batting. When that patch at 46 also, if somebody batted, was able to see the ball for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, got better to bat. Okay, it was difficult, very difficult. But we don't have an attritional batsman after him.
We keep thinking of people who are not there in the team when the team loses.
But you have to reinvent for red ball cricket sometimes because sometimes bowling conditions are really good.
And that's something that these people are absolutely capable of. I mean, it's not even Yashasvi can play a 300 ball knock.
This
So
guy's very diplomatic. You should stand in Amravati.
No, where am I being
I'll vote for you.
diplomatic? Because I'm
already
telling you that
convinced here.
as much as I love Chiteshwar Pujara in BGT 2018, 19 and 2021, I think right now the situation is where people are like, oh, because we have lost, let's bring Pujara.
So knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's not right. Like if he did not perform the way he was expected to in the last 15 tests, it was not a wrong call to move on from him.
I think we are hogging.
It's in India. It's always
We gotta
a very
take a break.
reactionary public when it comes to
Not just
opinions.
India.
Yeah.
This is a lot of countries. I think Pakistan and Bangladesh will be similar.
But of course, we are the loudest because we are 1.44 million people.
Because 96% of the sponsorship comes from India. That's another. Why bully? Your comments on the Big Four?
Nothing. I don't have any comments.
I
But
think
I would say
from
this,
today
that
I'm
it's
going to
time
become a
to-
homosexual man.
Your big
I am
four
embracing
is
a new sexuality.
That's great.
cannot
we
bear
might
it
have
anymore.
more
I
in
have no
common
girls to
than-
talk to. Abhi sir, show some respect. I've made a great announcement here.
We
Support
have to
me.
take a break. We have
One
to take
less
a
person
break.
in your market to chase women. So you have a
Cyrus.
better chance in your last 30 years on earth. We have to take a break. We're taking a break. We're taking a break.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cyrus Says, Cyrus sits down with Formula E star Jehan Daruwala to talk about his exciting experiences in racing along with Sachin Tendulkar and his friendship with Lando Norris. On A Century of Stories India, Kunal explores the iconic Bollywood classic Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge and its profound impact on the Indian diaspora as the first film to truly resonate with overseas audience. On Paisa Vaisa, Anupam Gupta chats with Sheetal Chokshi, founder of Unpack Research, as they explore the world of qualitative analysis, key industry trends, and the evolving landscape of market research in India. Folks, if you like our show, spread the word. Tell your friends and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. Follow us on social media as we are IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You'll also find all our shows on YouTube by their show name, so do look out for them and have fun watching. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week: IDFC First Bank, Axis Mutual Fund, SBI Mutual Fund.
Before that,
A
I'm
lot
like,
of these are.
okay, what the fuck, man?
We're back.
Sorry, we were discussing cricket. That's where the aggression. Cricket and weight training are the two things that bring out aggression. And of course, you hate animals and attack dogs. Then I get very vicious fast. I can't stop, man. I attack women. I attack them. I don't physically attack them because I have that much civility left, but I do attack them with my verbal abuse, torrents of abuse.
Okay.
I call them all
That's a
kinds
nice welcome for Aditi on
Yeah.
the show.
You don't look like a dog person.
And she has
I
anyway.
love dogs.
You
Oh
love
my
dogs.
God.
Then we'll
Oh
be
my
friends.
God.
You don't like cricket.
I
You're okay.
love dogs.
If you have one strong thing with me, we're good. This is why
love
Kunal and I
dogs.
can't be friends.
Hmm.
He doesn't like sport. He doesn't really like animals. He doesn't really like food. He's just
Oh.
pretending. He doesn't eat. He eats nothing. He eats like a bird. Yeah, the guy's a fraud. Am I the only one who
My
notices
God,
a fraud
no,
when I see it?
I have a dog. I adopted a dog, and
It's always
not
about you.
here
You're a
in-
narcissist.
Yeah.
We're discussing Kunal. You just segue to yourself.
Sorry.
What the hell?
What am I supposed to say about Kunal?
You wanna know
Kunal's
why
your
the
best
guy left?
friend, no.
He's not I got no best friend. My best friends are four-legged. My best friends are West Indies cricket from the 80s.
Oh, yes.
That's my best friend.
Let's talk.
Oof. Watch those guys come into the Wankhede Stadium, just with that Caribbean flavor and, and nobody can have that.
Hmm.
That, it's an intangible product of the way they walked and carried themselves. Viv and Clive Lloyd and Andy Roberts and Michael Holding, all your heroes.
Do you know one quick fact there?
Thank
Just
you,
one
sir.
piece of trivia.
Please tell me.
When the World Series cricket started and they played,
Kerry Packer, huh?
yeah, they started playing, in colored clothing. What color did they give to West Indies?
Grey and maroon.
No, pink, salmon pink.
They started with pink, is it?
Yes. And every West Indian cricketers hated it to be that macho and all,
Yeah.
and wearing pink, they hated it. So after one season, it
I
was
used to
done
walk I can still walk like Viv Richards, but now nobody cares. It's just like an old man with piles walking around on the street or something. In the old days, I used to show off to the girls. My walk, the shoulders moving separately and like a panther.
Nice.
Fantastic.
But
It's the alpha male. For me.
have you seen the memes of comparison of Viv Richards and Mohammad Siraj? Crazy stuff that happens on the internet, man. Crazy stuff. Just because
You start
Mohammad
calling me
Siraj,
anti-Indian, but do not take other names with Viv Richards, please.
Mohammad
Thank
Siraj came out wearing a cap.
Yeah.
And from there,
Yeah.
the meme started. This guy is trying to, and of course he was also chewing gum. So, but it's so crazy. Like
It's
the
a lovely
internet.
story, a rickshaw driver's son.
Absolutely,
And,
absolutely.
it's such
No-
a beautiful
no doubt.
story.
Yeah, yeah.
Amravati, pay attention. When these are
Yeah.
really good Indian
Yeah.
stories,
Oh, yeah.
from where to where, how where the mother worked, the proprietor in that. I won't take names. I can't even remember also. But push them. All these people play a role in someone's meteoric rise
Yeah.
from nowhere, which shows India has some heart.
And that's why people need to vote.
Yeah, people need to know. He's not trying to get to you. It's because if we don't do it, how can you tell anybody else to?
Exactly.
How can you just deny yourself the right to have a voice, as small as it is?
You
Amravati will never change because of you.
you enjoy such brilliant infrastructure in Mumbai, which
Yeah.
Amravati will
Yeah.
not get because you
you
won't
spat
go
on your
to-
hometown
Yeah.
and you live somewhere else,
Yeah.
which is what we did when we ran from Iran. But you see what's happening in Iran right now. We are staying here.
Good decision.
Good
in
decision.
Hindsight, in
Yeah.
hindsight.
Yeah. Thanks to our travel agent, Lala Tours. Okay, come on, take the questions.
Yeah, I am. If you allow me to talk for just a second.
Yeah.
Krishna with a krrr is back with 100
Krrr.
rupees. Thank you so much. I heard Matosh from TWTW is lobbying to become the next James Bond. Will he succeed?
Okay, now this is a very local point.
Yeah,
So we used to do a show called The
too
Week That
topical.
Wasn't, which was
Okay.
a satirical show.
Yeah.
Okay, or we thought it was. It wasn't really, I guess. It's a stupid show like this. And we had a guy called Matosh who was a sound guy. and he's actually a
Oh.
film institute guy.
Mhm.
He's not very comfortable with English, but because it's a Kannada speaker, but very intelligent. Not that that should be a reason. Very intelligent, very well read in his own way, and very opinionated. Politics, social conscience, all that. So I just enjoy. And he had a voice like Mike Tyson when he started. If Mike Tyson and Amar Singh had a child, a very lightish voice. So he just became a phenomenon on the show. We kept using him. People just loved him because he's a horrible actor, terrible to look at, and the voice that not even an angel could be blamed for. It's so thin. It's amazing. Yeah, Matosh. We
Interesting.
miss him, but I guess he's also not with CNBC anymore. Who isn't with CNBC anymore? Long story.
Let's come back to the story.
Let's come
here.
back. Yeah, I don't know. It just went over her head. She's not interested. She's like this old man
Yeah.
rattling some crap about what is TW, what is this, what is Matosh, what is You recall anything I've said?
No,
There you go.
Hmm.
thank you.
I've cured her. Next.
Right, next question. Rupesh asks, woman stuck in Dubai's desert orders camel via Uber. Interesting. And an actual driver showed up with a camel after their unusual booking. Does such price apply if the camel gets stuck in the sand dune?
The big question is it one hump or two?
Battery and
Oh,
odometer.
Fair point?
Yeah.
Fair point. Abhay, you're not listening. I'm making sexual double entendre just for you, and you're my market. If you don't listen, by the way, the other Bengali,
Yeah.
for some reason, is running around like an animal under the chairs. What's going on with Cal? what the hell is he
But
doing?
this is happening in Mumbai.
I know. Send him back. Ridiculous. He just got married, Bichara, 3 weeks
Okay.
ago.
Is it?
Yeah, so he's
Okay.
always on the phone with his wife. And we have no privacy in this place. So we're all part of the relationship now. And 9 of us are there in the frame, on the phone, looking at each
Oh,
other. Hi, baby. All of us in the back, like choir
Hi.
boys. Yeah.
Times 9. All right, next one, Rohit. Thoughts on actor Vijay bats for secularism, Tamil, and removing the governor in the first political rally?
That's a big news.
But
It's very-
Tamil Nadu has always been a little anti-center in that sense.
yeah, of course.
I mean,
the history.
I keep
You can't
repeating
change
this.
it.
Bengal and Tamil Nadu, the cultures are so strong
Yeah.
that you cannot tell them what to do. The moment you try to tell them what to do, they're like, but we are older than you and we are more deeper, more profound than you as a culture. So you in Delhi with your 18 years of culture and prohibition now or something, you can't come and tell us.
Yeah.
But Tamil is arguably the oldest language in the world. Bengal is a close second in terms of everything. So whenever the center goes there and tries to impose their governors, etc., they are just going to be rejected. It's just too strong.
Mm.
Yogi Bhai, one of the greatest statesmen since Churchill or Lincoln, he went to Bengal and started speaking in Hindi to a crowd, and telling them to become vegetarians and all that. And luckily, he had police protection. I say this with respect. Luckily, you cannot go to Bengal and tell them to change their cuisine or speak in some other
Oh,
language.
God.
I mean, they won't even look at you. I don't know how much Bengali you really are.
I
since you
am.
grew up
I
in
am.
Delhi, but
Pretty much
but
every bit
you're not gonna
Bengali
reach anyone.
except for the vegetarian part.
yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
by choice.
Yeah.
So that's a different
I'm
story.
born in a family of non-vegetarians. It
Yeah.
was 5 people non-vegetarian.
That's
I'm
quite
the only
spiritual
one
of you that you could give it up on principle.
at the age of 7.
Yeah, really?
I did.
Wow. What a nice story that is.
Mm.
But he had a heart at 7. And now, of course, started eating eggs and scorpions.
Oh, God.
But Vijay leaving acting to start politics.
Is he
that's-
leaving acting?
Because he said retired from acting. He has, which is huge.
I don't know if that's really true. I mean, they
But he
temporarily
himself has said, I mean, again, you don't trust anything that politicians say these
He's an actor.
days.
We're still trusting him. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So no, quite an interesting rally it was, and he talked of a lot of things, especially
But
about
if you look at the history, leave the South because they've had actors and successful actors, writers, etc.
right.
But if you look at the North and Maharashtra and places like that, mostly it's been horrible performances by entertainers trying to get into it because they just can't. They come with ideals and ideas and all that, and then they just get side stepped by
You're
everybody.
talking about people from Bollywood who have tried to enter
Yeah,
politics, like
I mean,
Rajesh Khanna, Amitabh
let's not take
Bachchan.
names. I'm just saying that it's very difficult for them to leave an impression, even if they wanted to. Come in with some good, noble thoughts, etc. I'm saying they just get whitewashed completely by the system and the people around them.
Yeah, it's a very different life,
Yeah.
right? Like when you are this big person in this industry,
Yeah.
you are surrounded by sycophants, and you
Look at
you,
Imran.
you're made to feel like you are the god.
Yeah.
But then you have in politics, you actually have to go to the people. You have to actually
Not just that.
understand what they are
There's-
living, right?
I won't call it a mafia, but there's a whole syndicate that's running your party and everything else.
Yeah.
And you're not in the position, like you said, of the alpha on the set here,
Correct.
etc.
You're just a cog in the wheel.
For example.
Sorry?
Imran, after becoming prime minister, he's still languishing now. Years are passing. No one can do anything about it.
Yeah.
One of the arguably the greatest Pakistani post-independence.
Yep, true.
I don't think there's any doubt. What do you think? Greatest Pakistani after independence would be Imran Khan.
Could be.
Who's your second choice?
Nobody.
Atif Aslam or Ali
I don't
Zafar.
know.
They're almost Indian.
We have now pushed the conversation to
Yeah,
music. You
yeah,
have to
yeah, come
answer
on.
now. Ali Zafar or Atif Aslam.
Ali Zafar is
Probably
Indian now.
Atif Aslam.
Come on, man. If that's how you're giving.
But they're here all the time. Imran is like standing for election, Prime Minister of Pakistan, huh?
Atif Aslam, probably.
That's number 2.
Yeah.
Wasim Akram doesn't come up.
No.
Get out of the house. I don't want to be rude to women, but I will not tolerate Wasim Akram being insulted.
I've seen him being very respectful towards women.
Who?
Atif Aslam. He
What have you
literally
started?
stopped
We're
concerts
cricket lovers.
and
Who wants to talk about Atif
But you
Aslam?
know, right? Atif Aslam started as a cricketer. He gave up cricket.
What level?
I think he played till under 17. Yeah, he did. Atif
This
Aslam
is like
was
all the Delhi
actually.
boys I meet who say, "Man, under 19 mein khela match ho." I was very good. I was going to be the wicketkeeper batsman, but yeah.
No. Atif Aslam really had cricket
Serious?
credentials. Yes, serious cricket.
How sad that he
credentials.
took up singing. I want to research this.
Yeah, go for it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like decent.
Absolutely.
So under 17 is on the cusp of playing for under 19.
Yep.
Which is the now second step for playing senior.
In Pakistan, you never know. You can be picked as a 16-year-old.
Oh,
Right.
West Indies have picked a 17-year-old after so long. Jewel Andrews.
Yeah.
Read about
Oh.
that? I'm so excited since Gary Sobers. I hope West Indies revives. They're my favorite country. After India, I like India.
Yeah, you better say that. No, but
Oh.
it's
It'd be great
it's
if West
tough.
Indies come back.
It's
I
tough.
know.
There is no way
And
this
they're
is
all
happening.
T20. The CPL is all they wanted to play. The Red Ball is so.
Yeah.
What happened? Painful.
Let's
Next question.
the next question. Cyrus, have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? Why not try it on the show? You are super fit for it, more than cricket and football.
Rajesh, because there's a dog in the
Rajesh.
picture, I forgive you.
Yeah.
Gujarati Manas Chair. I'm thinking
200
because the
rupees.
surname is
Thank
Mehta.
you.
And thanks for the 200 rupees. But let me tell you one thing. I'm 53 years old. Firstly, I have enough energy to go to the gym, lift weights, abuse people, and get out. After that, I do not want to catch a ball or anything else because I can't see properly and I'm so worried my wrist will break or my ankle will tear or my ligaments will come off. So I only train and that's it. I cannot do anything, no Dungeons and Dragons unless it's Spawn and I'm watching it. Okay? Which Amravati should understand is also,
Okay.
culturally
Yes.
inappropriate. Yeah. Good answer?
I mean, that's for Rajesh to judge.
Yeah. He's never coming back.
He's
He's already calling the bank.
That's
वो
our
200
advantage.
रुपया मेरे को वापस चाहिए.
Oh,
That's the
God.
advantage. That's we
Now
sit
they-
in that position.
Suddenly, why are they thinking we should be paying them? After listening to us for so long, it should be like they should be demanding. I want $200 for that last comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
True.
Come on, sweetie. Why are you wasting time? I'm a fast
Let's
twitch fiber
do-
guy. I can't. I'll
Next
go mad if you
question.
go slow. You're derailing the train.
Am I?
Yeah.
Hi.
See, fast twitch,
Okay.
slow twitch can't get along. You know
JioHotstar
that, na?
domain
My wife's slow twitch.
saga.
I've already moved on.
Yeah,
Go on.
I've already moved on. Arnav asked JioHot saga domain
I
saga.
could see the expression on
I
your
thought-
face when you heard Arnab.
Oh, yeah. I was excited. I thought he's
You
back.
were excited. You were
He's the
terrified. What
It's like,
was
it's
it?
the second coming of Jesus. They talk about all that. Arnab is back. It's like huge for us. Of course, he's Assamese boy, so don't fight. Huh? Sorry, go on.
Yeah. Dubai siblings who now own the domain for bid for 1 crore. How expensive will your domain be, Cyrus? If
So, what is the story about the JioHotstar domain?
Oh,
somebody
yes.
bought
I
it,
don't know.
right?
a young techie from
Like, just
Delhi.
anybody, a guy on
Sorry?
just not a
Yeah.
famous business family or something. Just one guy.
Yeah. Someone from Delhi bought it
Huh.
before this merger was announced.
What are you saying?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he said on that
He owns
website.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that if you fund my education, if you fund my higher education, I'll give it to you. He said it to Reliance Group. Of course, he was met with a legal suit. He then sold it to someone in
How
Saudi.
can he put a legal suit if he already owns it? He owns it. Because
This has happened. Yeah,
The brand name is
correct.
Okay.
So he has now sold it to someone in Dubai, and now of course they can't fight that.
Because
It's
international-
out of their
Yeah, yeah,
jurisdiction. So yeah, that it has gotten very interesting. Someone actually on Twitter, I saw that someone has bought Jio India just in case the country
You
is
think
bought by
Sunil
Jio.
Mittal is behind this? Could it be
It's just
some rival
it's just young Indian guys with nothing
messing
to
around?
do. Yeah.
Yeah, because
But it's a nice thing, He wants his education to be funded.
Yeah,
So
I-
much
why-
money is there. So why
it-
not just fund?
it's peanuts actually when you think about it.
Of course.
Why would they not just go for it and end
Yeah.
the matter? It's just such
Yeah.
a small sum.
Absolutely.
Plus, they get good publicity out of it. हमने पढ़ाई करने के लिए ये किया वो किया and all that. and you
PR,
push
good
that
PR,
agenda.
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. But
What
हो
the hell?
सकता था.
but I love it. I love the story.
I would have done-
It's absolutely David versus Goliath.
I would have asked for much more, but I would have asked for one IPL team. but not Mumbai Indians.
Okay.
I'm more fond of Rajasthan.
So,
So-
Hardik Pandya, Mumbai Indians, not Rohit Sharma, Mumbai Indians.
Leave that aside now, because that, honestly, for me, the management has to be blamed. I don't want to blame the cricketers. I'm just soft on our cricketers in that sense.
Well,
Because-
that makes the two of us.
But Amit, you tell me honestly, if you want to bring this up, we're in a business, or podcast or whatever. Tomorrow
Right.
somebody calls you up, you want to do we have to try and make money and move on, because this career is however limited it is. But it's the management's decision that they want to rearrange the players, like chess on a board, players on a board. And I feel that, no one's pointing fingers at management. They want to only talk about egos here. Hardik is hardly the man who's made that decision.
Yeah.
He may be okay with the decision and prompt for the decision, but come on, bro.
Yeah, that's the truth of it. I mean, that's the truth of Indian cricket right now, with the fan clubs being so toxic and so nasty and brutish, that they don't really talk sense. Everything is this individual versus that individual. Not a lot of thought is put into what's going on.
It was great
behind the
publicity.
scenes.
It became bigger than the IPL in the first couple of weeks, and then all that booing and nonsense.
But
that
just
happened.
imagine the
theatre-
kind of atmosphere is there in the dressing room, right? Because of so much that is going on social
And you
media.
saw the results
outside.
also.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
so that has a huge impact on how the environment is inside the dressing room,
Yeah.
right?
So small things, because he's like me, he's a fast twitch guy. So he's a little volatile. Whatever, use his hands
who is
and all.
this?
No, Hardik. So when they made this whole meme about him shouting at Rohit and all that, Which
एक
is-
तो ये सबको internet मिल गया. Everyone is making edits these days. Every little piece is put out of
I mean,
context.
some people do podcasts which are meaningless.
Correct, like us.
Carry on. Bring
Yeah,
some
that's
sanity.
a cue to you, Aditi.
Yeah.
All right.
Long
What?
pauses, bro. I'll
Let's-
faint.
Yeah.
Well, people
I don't
talk for 2
sometimes I
minutes,
really
die.
don't know what to say. And then I'm
Just
like,
go to the
okay,
next-
let's just do the next
I'll put my
question.
glasses on.
Noida
Paul,
real
Paulie
estate
Walnuts. You like
developer.
Sopranos?
No, I don't.
Oh, I love that show. Okay, go on. Sorry.
No, Polly asks, Noida real estate developer is offering villas starting at 26 crores and and a free Lamborghini Urus. Why such offers
Tata,
are extended?
Lamborghini Urus का भाव क्या है? Google देखना. I think it must be 2-3C.
Yeah,
Two at least.
yeah.
So wow,
Oh God.
It's only if you manage to survive
sounds a
the
bit fake.
GTA that is Noida.
That's
No,
true.
it's 4.57.
4.57. I'm going a 4.57 car on a buying of real estate. 4.
But that's the news. That's a real piece of news. But again, I mean, there have been enough such scams, so you never trust these.
1 second. If I sell IVM,
Yeah.
I get 26 crores together
Mhm.
easily, right, guys? Easily. Then I get myself a Lamborghini and a house in Delhi I never go to.
Noida.
Noida.
It's not
Chalo,
Delhi.
chalo, Noida.
Noida is
State
Uttar
area.
Pradesh. Noida is Uttar
UP,
Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh.
It's a whole new world.
Hanji. Where we don't see eye to eye with some of the certain decisions made in the past, such as alcohol being stopped. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but not across the state, just in Mirror
Yeah.
to begin with. You
But
don't
that's an
drink also?
interesting. No, I don't.
You've given up your Bengaliness, like you handed it over.
But this is
You
not
went to Mamta Didi and
Bengaliness.
said, "Here's my
No,
Bengaliness.
no.
Here it is. No booze, no non-veg, nothing. And you're soft-spoken.
Yeah, that's
You're a Delhi boy who's soft-spoken.
Bhadralok.
What the? Why? What the hell is that? Aparna Sen, what the hell have you done? How much left-leaning pictures do you have to go through for this kind of thing to happen? Oh man! Hey, let's get her on the show, boys. Let's get Aparna Sen on the show. They just say yes, like that. I'm a mad person. Get Elon Musk on the show again.
All right. Should Jasprit Bumhra be rested
I think
for
they
the
are.
third
Right.
test?
They will rest him.
They will. There is no point.
There's no
playing
point.
him.
The meaningless. I don't know why. It's like Davis Cup. Why do we play that extra rubber? Once the series is decided, end it. I hate playing that. Now because of WTC, it makes some context, so I accept it. But otherwise, I always felt that how can you motivate yourself?
Yeah, that's
2 love
that's
down.
not
What are you playing for?
But this is just, imagine, this is just a 3-match test series. Earlier, there used to be
5.
test series of 7 matches.
Yeah.
1971, England versus Australia was a 7-match
Mhm.
test series. Just
But
imagine.
there's one day cricket had just started in 71, 72.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So I'm saying if you had one form of cricket, we can live with all this. There's 3.
But just imagine having lost the first 4 matches.
Ah,
What do you do for
can
the
you
next
imagine?
3?
Oh, imagine 5. Let's say the
Yeah.
last 2. How do you
Yeah,
motivate yourself?
yeah, exactly.
Aditi, jump in.
नहीं, मुझे नहीं करना jump in. Let's do the next one.
Just attack
If you
sports.
could-
That's also fine. Because some people think
Yeah,
it's a waste of time.
exactly. I mean, you say it out loud that, guys, this is annoying.
This is annoying. This is
No,
annoying.
my wife, when she was my
Every
girl,
other question is about sport. Like the AMA is can get
But
boring.
we've
like,
talked about Vijay.
Yeah.
We've talked
my
about Kamala
co-workers
Harris.
won't
We've
watch
talked
Also,
the
about
Vijay
show
for New
again.
Vijay for New
100%.
Zealand. We've talked about Amravati.
Amravati, kitna
We've
baar
talked-
bola hai?
Yeah, exactly.
Amravati is the most famous city in the podcast.
We've even talked about Atif Aslam. So there is enough
As world
diversity.
number
As a
2 Pakistani.
troll.
You promoted Atif Aslam to number 2. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lot of
Zahir,
Can we
there's
go to
Zahir-
the next question?
Zahir Abbas, Javed Miandad, there's Yunus Khan, there's Inzamam, there's so many greats have come to mind. Waqar, Wasim,
Fazil Mahmood.
Abdul Qadir, what a fantastic leg break bowler, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe arguably, with due respect to Shane Warne, more variety than anybody else in the history of the game. Unbelievable. Have you seen him bowl? Wow. Wow.
But this is still not the same version of Danish Canaria.
Yeah, Danish was a decent leg break bowler.
261 wickets is not a mean
Nuts, but
feat
not-
at all.
And
Yeah.
mentally not.
Yeah, I mean,
According to his whole
based on whatever
minority,
you
yeah.
see in the last 10 years, and of course, he was also involved in fixing for Essex.
Yeah.
So-
As were a few others, Amit Sinha. Okay? Let's not point fingers in other neighboring countries. You know, remember what happens to the other fingers. Huh. Yeah.
They're staring back at you.
All right, yeah. Why are
Oh, the way
options?
she's so much like my wife. Now, we have a conversation, she just ignores it. Two ignorant idiots having conversations, ignore us. That's fair.
Next question, Eknath asks, why are options for men's clothing so unimaginative? Even kids' clothing is so much better.
Yeah,
Eknath,
that's true. That's true.
I don't know about this, but I'll
But
tell
that
you.
makes our life so much easier. I mean, I love it.
I
I
hate
love the
clothes.
fact.
I don't
Exactly.
care.
I hate clothes as well.
Yeah.
So
I have no interest. I cannot go into a
God.
shop.
I
Luckily,
just
my wife's not crazy about clothes either, but I cannot bear people who, like Kunal is a bit, let's say, on the line of, let's just say the gender is questioned sometimes because he really looks at things and watches and, you can have conversations about it. I can't. I suffocate and die.
yeah.
I just can't. And to go into a clothes store with women or people, men, whatever, who like it
Yeah.
and have a lot of empathy, or rather a lot of intensity about it, that's very painful. Because they try things.
Yeah, man.
Of
Just
course,
can't
you
try
have
things.
to try
Yes,
things,
yes.
no?
It's suffocating.
How do you
Yeah.
know? But then, how do you know what looks good on you and what doesn't? Unless
care.
until
But
you
it's a lot of
try.
time.
I don't care.
It
I
takes
just
a
put on
lot of
whatever I
time,
find.
man.
No,
I just
you
don't
have-
care.
It
Honestly don't
just
care.
It's something that I just can't.
I feel we spend too much time with that. Because we hide ourselves, no?
no.
With the clothes all the time.
All
Hiding
right.
yourself.
We've come to
What are
the
you doing?
end of the show. Yeah.
He can't take the show anymore. Prithvi is going like this, like he's a traffic policeman or, air traffic control in Mumbai, which never works. One of those guys. What's going on? He's going to end with a rap. He's a rapper.
Oh, is he? Oh,
You
wow.
rap?
No, he's not going to. We are over the time now.
Even he wants money now.
Yeah, I think
In-house rapper, he says, "Maine karega, paisa do." I won't do anything. Do you sing?
I don't.
Do you rap?
I
they've
don't.
asked for
I'm sorry.
auto-tune anyways.
Oh. Those chauvinistic men on the chat. I'll take care of them. Don't you worry. Okay. So, take one last question. Can't end so abruptly.
Yeah.
Aditi,
Yeah.
today, question. Heart
Next.
patient, can't
Next,
wait.
I think
Wow.
Brocha Janta Party missed an opportunity with all the chaos. I think we actually had a chance. Imagine Murli D versus Aditya T, and Congress guys are expected to vote for Aditya.
So confusing is Maharashtra politics. So, Milan comes from a family that was Congress.
all these years.
The center of Congress.
Yeah.
For 3 or 4 elections under the Congress ticket. Now goes to Shiv Sena Part 2. So, for old hands, it's difficult to understand.
Yeah.
Against Aditya Thackeray, who is Shiv Sena Part 1, but without the symbol. It's difficult. It's very difficult here. This Maharashtra is being tested not by who we vote, but who the fuck are you? That's the question we asked when we reached the booth. Who the fuck are you? We don't know. It's very scary. And you, of course, are not even going to Amravati. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's what you're avoiding.
you know which
right?
party you said last time? BJP, right?
Yeah.
Which is the strong party there at the moment?
BJP, yeah.
And against them, is there anybody put up? NCP has put up someone?
Probably. There must
No, then
be.
you're lagaing.
But I don't. There are a lot like the cycle and the Kamal and the cylinder and they're like
Those
I
are
don't
the
know
parties?
what this. Yeah.
Those are the party symbols, I believe.
Symbols. Yeah.
Are you ready to die?
Yes.
I think after an hour of this, yes.
Let
I'm
me
ready.
shoot you
Give me-
all so that
If we lose
can...
Bombay in Mumbai, we'll anyway want to, right? Because
Yeah.
three love can't happen, Baba. Don't tell me that.
It's okay. Before BGT, I'm okay with 3 love.
What will we go there?
Yeah, then that's
no
what.
confidence?
Just imagine the drive of these people.
Imagine Indians going there thinking, only one thought, thank God it's not spinning. Perth, fast wicket, chance hai, chance hai.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
the world has changed.
They'll do well.
Yeah.
In BGT, if they
Arey,
lose at
this is a
3-0,
Bengali in you, that over positive expectation. I don't believe it. I look at my Maharashtrian friend, he'll tell me India will win or lose. PGT. Huh? थोड़ा confidence के साथ बोल ना. You're not Amol Palekar in some bad film here. See the way he said it. We'll win. Okay.
Yeah.
There's only one winner here. People listening to this program, because now it's over. So the pain, the expectations, all done.
that's
Amit,
it.
thank you so much, and hope to see you soon. You're the guiding light on our cricket show.
Yep.
IDFC cricket show of ours, Century of Cricket. So we'll be hooking up with them a lot. Wrong phrase, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
If-
No imaginations in
If
my head.
I bowl a googly as a right-hand leg spinner,
क्यों मेरे पे ऐसे
To a
कर रहे हो?
right-hand
नहीं नहीं
batsman,
नहीं.
where will the
Stop
ball
dissing
turn?
me, यार.
Where will the
Why?
ball turn?
Why?
just googly, normal,
नहीं
wrong one.
नहीं. मुझे
नहीं
कुछ
means-
नहीं करना है.
We go leg to off or off to
Can
leg.
we just
To
go
the right-handed
off
batsman.
now?
Leg to off or off to leg.
Can we go off?
She's
This is my version of
That's
rag.
her answer, no?
Amit, this is my version of
to
ragging.
off.
This is my version of ragging. It doesn't work much. All right, bye guys.
You.